The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma's offense will start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on, bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Melton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Burks. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Houston Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Feeling some heat. Working on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Lets it fly. He makes a catch. Tackled, but he has a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Sooners want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys, and they come off the ball That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field.
Didn't get a win here to be a big win for the program early in the season. To be the top 12 team, top 20 teams.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. After that last drive, came back to the sideline and Coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yo, you got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last
Team
drive.
has
So
got
you know that
no
guy's
power
out
when
there
you
anxious to
can
run
turn the
it.
ball over.
Decimals rise against the crowd. Gets behind this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense can make some adjustments.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Imagine this run game
Great
going
job
for
on
nothing.
defense. Everybody firing off the ball.
Too big
Guys
up front.
holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've
They'd be
reached the
lying,
2-minute
whooping
warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Smith wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the
Did he
completion.
stay in?
That's what's so scary
Get a
about
cut.
this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can
a
change
cut.
the
Bring us that
game
in.
in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
Get out there.
And he
Cuddy.
takes it to the house.
Cuddy.
Touchdown, Houston.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own
Ooh, off the line him up.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got it in the middle with Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short.
Oh, give it to me. Oh, he on his feet still. Come on. Come on.
He's at the 10.
Pick 6. Let's go.
And he will roll into the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Cougars. Look, a lot
Line
of
'em
time
up.
left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There it is, but it's so awesome.
Uh-oh.
You study all week about what's coming and what routes
Who was turning up?
and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We ain't scared of the SEC. We ain't scared of the SEC. Let's get
They'll
to
try
it.
to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense.
Will Bates having an outstanding first half. And we can't get the running game going. Another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. The defense is balling.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Unloads to the wideout.
Got him again. Let's go. Let's go.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Yeah, they pretty much show on.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up.
This might get us in the top 25.
And they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Back to pass, it's Arnold. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but then he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
all right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
Finally.
Build the lead, Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you
Oh, they got a nice
You can
move.
tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up the throw. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Go outside.
It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, throwing up and making the INT.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on 1st down. Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rate.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Bowls his way forward. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it to Arnold. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
He'll
We're
try to
gonna go down
tackle
easy.
one.
Yeah, they're gonna go down easy. Because the momentum's in like in the trouble. They got more athletes now, right?
For the touchdown on that one. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
Keep getting first down when you win the game.
You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
He's
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left.
Man, Jack. Man, Jack coming from the clutch.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
That might be his best run of the game, 7 yards.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Get a push O-line.
They'll try to run
There it
for
is.
it.
Nice cut. First down.
On 3rd down, they move
Tick,
the
tick,
chains.
tick,
It's
tick,
at
tick,
the
tick.
37.
The time keep.
At 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Lets it fly. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's just cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. The Sooners are in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's what quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up an incomplete pass.
Couldn't get over there in time. They called a good play. I had a blitz on him.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was no one there to make a tackle. And this offense generates a massive play.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
And from a Sooner off.
Open runway ahead. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter.
You just got to run the ball and run the clock.
This has been utter domination through 3 quarters.
They're going to try to come back.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
They got
And he
time.
takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air and getting the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
First
and
down.
they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the
Hang on
ball
to
will be
it.
grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Donald Wilson.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Melton. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Third down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
There you go. First down.
And he'll be taken down,
Keep
but he
that
does
clock
have
going.
enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
Oh.
Oh, and the attempt is no good.
We ate a little bit of clock, but man, we need to get it going.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups,
There
you
you go.
take advantage.
He is stopped behind the line
Morning.
of scrimmage.
Hey.
They'll lose yards on
You want me to
that.
probably put him in for this? About to kick. You want me to get it for me?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end.
I mean, how did he get that open like that, man?
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Gotta hold him off.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Unloads it left.
Wow,
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Also got that
They
hurt.
got to find a way to get some more
Time
pressure
left.
on the quarterback, or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his man down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooner. And the comeback is on.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Offense set on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get...
He'll off one deep down the left side.
Why is he going so early?
Incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Big first down. I needed that. They got too much momentum.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week.
You got to burn some clock.
Late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10.
I might have action right here.
Smith wants to throw.
I might have action.
He wants to take the top off.
Oh, he dropped it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, second and 10 from the 40. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up.
That's the worst thing that could have happened. Man, we had a 28-0 lead with the
take a break to let him be checked out. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What a comeback this has been. They just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable. And once you get momentum going, a lot of times it's so hard to stop it. Palmer, this defense is reeling and this offense is on fire.
Yeah, this offense, they just have this look right now like they can't be stopped because of all the success they've been having recently in this game. They're a completely different unit than what we saw at the beginning.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back. Let him go to work. And he comes up with a huge play.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Sooners are in the red zone. Through the air, it's Arnold. He finds his man. Tackle is made after the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And my guy's better than you, and I get you.
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution.
I knew it.
Now kick the extra point.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth
Put up
quarter.
28 in the first half. But nothing
He'll
since.
bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
They know how to humble
They'll start
you.
this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's York. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Now improvising. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete and the clock strikes 0 and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. A short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
I couldn't get it in time.
In trouble and down he goes.
Ooh, in trouble.
Loss.
That's not how you want to start.
Oh.
From the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when to play it.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very active. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone.
Oh, go get it. Go get it.
They jump on top here in OT.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
You got to get a stop. You got to get a stop.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. You know where the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Catch in the middle, it's sharp. A quick tackle, he's got plenty for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the end zone.
There it is.
Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.
There it is.
And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And man, just a
U of H pulls up the upset.
turnover by this offense here in overtime.
Pulls off the upset.
Throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you were the quarterback.
Upset alert, upset alert.
It came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Big win for the Cougars. I can get into the top 25 with that win. Probably not. Number 12 team. No, still not ranked.